Good morning, guys. Welcome to episode 2 of Schneider Time. I want to talk to you guys today about, basically about being an adult. I know that I'm talking to freshmen through seniors here. Some of you are 15, some of you are 14 still, and some of you are already 18. And it's a wide range of maturity levels in those 4 years there. But I want to talk real quick just about what it means, in a sense, when I tell you you're an adult. We do a bad job in our society of helping kids transition to adulthood. We don't, we have this weird interregnum called adolescence, where you're not a kid, you're not an adult, and who you are and the responsibilities you have and the rights you have are all kind of murky. Some of you guys have had problems kind of balancing those two things as early as junior high, where you feel like you're mature enough to handle your own business, and in some cases you are. I mean, you should be able to handle your own homework and so on and so forth in 7th grade, but you're not quite ready yet to take on the responsibility of being in charge of yourself completely, And so I like to say that, biologically you're adults. Like, once you can have more of you, you're an adult, biologically speaking. I'm not a biologist, but I know that aspect is true. That's when we say that an organism has reached adulthood, when it can reproduce. So I know that you guys, that's a kind of tension. You're physically adults, but emotionally, socially, you're not quite there yet. And that's difficult. And so I want to let you know, in on a little secret, that basically your teenage years are adulthood with training wheels. And you're practicing adulthood. That's what it is. Like, I remember learning how to ride a bike with training wheels, and you get real confident, you feel real good, and the wheels come off, and then you fall over. And that's kind of what we're expecting you guys to do here. We're wanting you to practice at being an adult, watching deadlines, studying for tests, prioritizing. You're learning how to make adult decisions, so when you go to college, you might fall over here or there, the training wheels come off, but by the time you're out of college, you know how to ride the bike, and you know how to be an adult. What's it look like to be an adult, you might be asking? What's it even mean then to be an adult? Being an adult means that you know how to make the best long-term choices. Now, adults make mistakes. Let's not kid ourselves. Adults make mistakes. Adults screw up. But adults in general, the key to adulthood is to say, I will eat my dessert last. Now, okay, when I was in grade school, I took lunch every day because I didn't like school lunches. And school lunches it was always a time of tension for me and stress. So I took my lunch so I could avoid the lunch line, avoid having to eat food that I didn't really want. So I brought my lunch every day, and I always brought like a snack cake, like a nutty buddy, or I would bring like a cosmic. They didn't have cosmic brownies back then. What were they? It was a brownie, but had nuts on it instead, which you couldn't do. You couldn't bring that today. It's probably why they created cosmic brownies. But I brought a brownie in, and a brownie with nuts, and I would always eat that first. Okay, always ate that first. Like it's why leave the best thing for last? Why not enjoy the best thing first? And as an adult now, I realize, oh man, save the best for last. So now when I get my dinner at home, I eat my vegetables first because I hate them. They're terrible. Vegetables are the worst. If anyone tells you vegetables taste good, they're lying to you. But I have to eat them or I'm going to die. So I eat my vegetables, and I always eat them first to get them out of the way. And that's what adults do. Adults do the hard part first and leave the easy part for last. And that's what I'm asking you guys to do. I know that this is going to be a really, really weird year, but hopefully it won't be as tough as you think it might be. But there will be times you're going to have to do the hard part first and then do the easy part. There'll be times when you'll want to goof off with your friends, but you're going to have to sit down to write that English paper, or you're going to have to sit down and complete that assignment for math. And it's going to be annoying, and it's going to be really, really difficult to make that right choice. But I know that as time goes on, the right choice gets easier to make because you are learning how to ride that bike and how to stay upright and how to make those correct adult choices. And so I'm asking you guys to remember to always look at things with a long-term view. That's one of the hardest parts for teenagers to do, is to realize you're going to be around for a long time if you're lucky, and that long time is going to involve a lot of decisions, and you're going to have to learn how to make decisions even now. Studies show that, generally speaking, who you are in junior high and high school is kind of who you are the rest of your life. I'm not saying you can't make personality changes and you can't, improve yourself, but like the core of who you are, you're establishing your personality now for the next 60 years. Well, let's make it a good one. Let's make sure that willpower is part of our character development in junior high and high school. I know that we're out of junior high now, but I'm saying, looking back, did you have willpower in junior high? No. Well, then you better work extra hard to develop it now in high school, because once you get to college, once training wheels come off and you can make your own choices when mom and dad aren't around or I'm not around, you're going to have to answer to yourself in the future for the decisions you make in the present. And I don't want that to be a negative conversation you have to have with yourself, okay? Guys, I'm going to wrap this up here in a second. I just want to point out one thing. I added a poster to my room this year, and it's a poster that I want, as you leave my room every day, I want you to look at it. It's over my door, and it's a picture, it's a poster, and it's called the Rogers Rule. And it's got a picture of Mr. Rogers and Steve Rogers, Captain America. And it says, if Fred or Steve wouldn't do something, neither should you. And that's how I want you to look at being an adult. If Mr. Rogers, the kindest man in America, and Captain America, the most honorable man, most honorable of all superheroes, if they wouldn't do something, then neither should you. And that's, I think, a rule that we could all live by. So that's it. It's all the time we have for Schneider Time today. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.